Ladies and gents, welcome to UX, and this is Ranking America's Fighters by Top Speed by Sandboxx. This is a bit unusual video from Sandboxx. Usually talks about like things that are happening, technologies and things that are in the works. But this is awesome as well. This is like one of those children among us type of topics that will get you views, I guess. Because everybody wants to know what's the fastest, right? So I'm pretty sure they're not going to tell us. Like this video is like, I don't know what this video is going to be about, how accurate it's going to be. Because they're not going to tell us. I'm sure there is like that Top Gun level shit exists. Mach 9 or some shit Dark Star level thing. I'm sure something like that, like hypersonic thing exists. But as far as what we know of, it would be Blackbird, right? Blackbird, I think it was the fastest. Oh, fighters. So yeah, Blackbird was a spy plane, not a fighter. I would say it's F-15. Yeah, it's F-15 because I'm pretty sure F-22 is also twin jet, but it's not as fast as F-15 because of stealth reasons and things. It's close, but F-15 is like 2.6 Mach or something, right? While F-22 is 2.2 or something. I don't know. I think it's going to be F-15, but we'll see. Let's go this one. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe so I know which type of videos to react to more. I like watching Sandboxx videos and videos like that about technology and things, tech, American tech and like tech in general, China, Russia. Like I watch all type of like videos, geopolitics. But I usually like tech videos, like how things are working, how like next generation things going to be. So it's always interesting. So yeah, comment down if you want to do any specific video from this channel or any other. And yeah, that's this one.
So just how fast are American fighter jets? Well, believe it or not, it can be a tougher question to answer than you might think. You see, there are a bunch of variables.
Oh yeah, okay, all the like super cruise and all that shit. Like no, I don't care. Even if you use afterburner, what is the fastest one? Screw it. Like, is it practical? Can you use afterburner all the time? I don't care about all that. I just want numbers, son. What is on the I'm gonna guess it's gonna be F-15.
That can dictate how fast a fighter can fly, including speed restrictions and the weight and drag created by carrying weapons, targeting pods, and extra fuel tanks. You know, all the stuff that a fighter needs to fight. Fighter top speeds are measured without any of that gear, with the aircraft flying naked, as we usually call it, and often without even carrying a full tank of gas. That is to say that the listed top speed of a fighter is something most of its pilots will never actually see, at least with the rare exception of shakedown flights after major repairs or maintenance, when some lucky pilots get to take their jets up butt naked to try to push them hard enough to see if the new repairs will break. But those physical variables aren't the only thing to consider. It's also important to note that, at least for the US military in particular, aircraft top speeds are a lot like submarine maximum depth ratings, in that it's something of an open secret.
Already kind of a migraine right now, and that flip of the plane just increased the intensity of it. How much training do fighter pilots go through to like weather all that shit? Because you sit here and like if you're like healthy, which is like I'm healthy. Right now I'm migraine, but I don't have all the time. You think that, oh, I can do that. But can you though? Can you? Maybe for first 5 seconds you can do that. After that, like what you gonna do? Like the level of training you must have is insane.
That the Pentagon is straight up lying to undersell real capabilities. The SR-71, for instance, had a publicly disclosed top speed of Mach 3.2, but Blackbird pilots regularly reported flying.
See, I know shit. I've been watching this long enough that my memory is like implanted here. Like even I was completely out. I didn't even say 3.3, right? Yeah, that slap on the back. There you go.
Faster than that, and declassified Lockheed documents suggest it might have been higher than Mach 3.5 or even more. But that would have come at serious risk to the aircraft. Even today, the Air Force lists the F-22 Raptor's service ceiling as above 50,000 feet on its official fact sheet, but back when it shot down that Chinese spy balloon a few years back, the Raptor that launched that Sidewinder was flying at well over 60,000 feet. That is to say that you should take any conversation about.
I think when it comes to height, Rafale is the one with the like really advantage to that, right? Like higher altitudes and things. That is the reason India bought it, because Himalayas, right? Like Himalayas is whenever India has to think about defense, is usually Himalayas. Worry about China. Pakistan is like, okay, we'll worry about it, not worry about it, we'll see about it. Usually it's China. there is no other thing left. It's just Indian Ocean. Like the Navy will figure it out. So usually it's like I'm pretty sure India took Apache from US as well because of this Himalayan issues, right? So they just have to worry about Himalayas and Himalayan gear. So Rafale has the best as far as I know. I could be wrong about that, but that was the reason. But yeah, to me it feels like Americans always undersell things. So it could very well be like something like F-22 or something is like much better at that shit. But Americans just like if you have the best things, people already see you as the top dog. Do you want to flex? It's like what's the point? Oh, you won 7 Olympic medals and have multiple world championship. You're gonna flex about like I don't know doing something or having certain other ability. Like what's the point of that? Like let's just keep this with me. It's like having weapons that don't anybody know about. I think that's what America does. They always undersell things because when shit actually happens, your enemy doesn't anticipate certain things and they get surprised. You don't want to flex. Flexing against who? Everybody's below you, right? Smaller people kind of flex to keep the predators away. Let's just say, I just use like jungle mentality here, animal analogy here, but same thing, right? Like smaller countries flex so bigger country don't fight them. Like oh, it's gonna be damage. America don't have to do that. They're literally the biggest.
About top speeds or really any performance metrics with a healthy grain of salt because generally speaking, they could be a lot higher or a lot lower depending on the aircraft, its payload, and the circumstances of the flight. So bear all that in mind while we run through the unclassified or publicly disclosed top speeds of every American fighter in active service, ranked from fastest to slowest. And number one is the Eagle, or specifically the F-15E Strike Eagle.
Okay, E is the original one, right? Like Eagle. EX, is that the newer one? This is the one with the highest load, right? Like there were multiple F-15 planned. There is Stealth Eagle, which is basically trying to make it stealthier, 4.55 type of thing. I'm guessing EX is that one, the biggest payload, right? Or is that some other designation? The one with the most missiles and things. F-15 is so badass, man. If you don't worry about stealth, it's just like F-15 is untouchable.
Eagle and the F-15EX Eagle II. Both modern Eagle variants have a publicly disclosed top speed of Mach 2.5, making them the fastest fighters in Uncle Sam's arsenal. Though Boeing officials have stated pretty plainly that the F-15EX in particular is probably capable of a fair bit better than that. Number 2 is the F-22 Raptor. The reigning air superiority champ has an unclassified top speed of Mach 2.25.
2.25, okay. See, even I had that child in me. Apparently, I can't forget. I react to many type of videos. This is one of them. But the child in me always remembers speed of the planes because that's the one thing we need to know about.
Though, like its service ceiling, that may be underselling it a bit. The Raptor's real high-speed claim to fame, however, is its ability to supercruise, or
what's going to be third? F-18? That's also twin jet. I'm pretty sure like it's going to be like close to Mach 2, 1.8, right? It's not going to be single jet one like F-35 or F-16. Those are all Mach 1 or something like that. Like that operational Mach speed, 0.8 to 1.2. You do shit in that number, right? Everything else is just too much or too little. That is the range you can do something. I'm pretty sure like that was the case. I watched too many Sandboxx video by now. I'm pretty sure that's the range where you can do something like cruise and like do any kind of operation. Any more than that is just like you usually trying to like catch up to something or fleeing.
Or fly at supersonic speeds without even using its afterburner at speeds potentially as high as Mach 1.8, which is pretty nuts. Number 3 is the F-16 Fighting Falcon, or the Viper if you're nasty. This fighter has a listed top speed of Mach 2.05, and my good friend—
You kidding me? What? F-16 is Mach 2? Single jet? Oh, that's insane.
Hazard Lee is probably one of the few pilots to ever come close to hitting that in his stripped-down Viper during a shakedown run. According to him, it was a pretty scary experience. Up next is
What? This is insane. This is a twin jet one. Okay, I remember people laughing at me. Why are you still talking about F-16 is such an old plane? Shut the fuck up. It has a speed of Mach 2 and is nimble as hell. That's one of the big thing about F-16. It's insanely nimble. I get it, it's a new variant, but doesn't matter. F-16 is so insane, man.
The FA-18 Super Hornet and its EA-18G Growler sister. These carrier fighters are rated for a publicly disclosed top speed of Mach 1.8, which is honestly pretty respectable for a carrier fighter, which also needs to be good at flying at much lower speeds for tough carrier landings. And the Marines' remaining legacy
Oh, now I get it. It's a smaller plane, right? Oh, yeah. People told me that this has such a small radar cross section that it's smaller than most people's fifth generation plane, like Su-57 and like Chinese one. It has a smaller cross. It's not even fifth generation plane because it's smaller. I get it. So like achieving high speed even with twin jet, like you need size to the plane. I guess it makes sense. It's an aircraft carrier plane.
F-18 Hornets are also rated for Mach 1.8 to boot. Then we have the F-35, known to some as the most technologically advanced fighter in the sky and to others as Fat A.
Okay, again, this is not really fifth. Okay, it's a fifth, but I'm pretty sure this is super cruising, right? Does it use afterburner? Does it have afterburner? Like, is it stealth? I don't know. This is 1.6 because it wants to be that without giving away stealth. So you wouldn't have afterburner, right? But after that, like if you use afterburner, it doesn't. There's no stealth. So I think it's 1.6 or something. Like I remember that. I remember saying that, what the fuck? This is the most advanced plane. Why doesn't it have speed? And then people told me Sandboxx and comments and shit like that. Sandboxx, many videos the Sandboxx explained, right? People in the comments explain like, hey, it's about stealth. You're not gonna use afterburners.
Amy. The F-35 has a publicly disclosed top speed of Mach 1.6, making it the slowest pure fighter in the American arsenal, at least when it comes to top speed runs. And then, just for fun, we have the Marine Corps' remaining AV-8B Harriers, which are really attack jets, but they look the part, so let's include them. These vertical takeoff and landing jets can hit around 673 miles per hour, at least when flying naked, and that's about Mach 0.87. And just for fun, let's include the A-10 Thunderbolt II, or Warthog, which some people call a fighter despite clearly being an attack jet. Now, pilots of the A-10 joke that it's so slow.
See, I don't think about this plane being fast so bad that I remember saying that this plane has propellers and people are like, what the fuck you talking about? It has jets, and yeah, it does. But in my mind, I always think of this as with a propeller. I don't know, just because the way it's designed, the way wings are, I always assume this like propeller type. I don't know. It's stupid.
That it runs the risk of bird strikes from behind. And I could buy it. With a listed top speed of just 439 miles per hour. That's about Mach 0.57 and is more than 200 miles per hour slower than the B-52 Stratofortress.
Damn. Moving city in the sky, it's slower than that because it has to. You want the guy flying like, holy shit, I can't even target things, because if anybody played GTA, San Andreas 5, whatever, would know that flying, even Just Cause 3, I remember that, Just Cause 3, and like you're trying to target those like oil things in the water. If a plane is too fast, you can't aim at shit, you have to slow it down. So yeah, of course A-10 has to be slow. How it's gonna attack anything? It just makes sense. Just like you just need A-10 and AC-130 in the sky. Job done. Unless you're against something like China or Russia, or some big like top 5 countries who has better anti-defense system, then you need stealthier things. But if you don't have to worry about that shit, there you go. AC-130 and A-10, like yeah, that's anything and everything is fucked basically. That thing just circles in the sky and throwing howitzers at you, like there you go. Okay, I got all of that right apparently. So I don't know. He should make ranking top fighters around the world by top speed. I want to see how many American are in the list and how many Soviet and Russian are in the list, how many Chinese are in the list. He should do that. I like that obviously, but it would like really show the context, who's prioritizing whom what. Yeah, Russia is like prioritizing when it comes to nuclear bomb, big bombs. Right now they're doing testing for like, what is it, like 50 megaton bombs. But USA is prioritizing smaller bombs, tactical smaller nukes. It's just doctrine. They're thinking differently. So who prioritized speed more? That's what I want to know. All right, well, I'll see you next time.